Okay, difference of two squares only happens when you have something squared minus something squared. If it's a plus, you can't factor it, okay, unless there's some other kind. But when it's a minus, because that's what difference is standing for, and the squares mean it's something that is multiplied twice to give you it. For example, 4 is a square because there's 2 times 2 equals 4. 9 is a square because 3 times 3 is 9. Okay? So when it's talking about squares, it's talking about things that can multiply twice. There's something twice that will give you that. So, on number 5, is this the difference of two squares? Well, x squared is, because you can have x times x equals x squared. 9 is a square because what times what equals 9? 3. Okay? Now, the rule about difference of two squares, I'm going to write it above it, is x minus y, x plus y. So, when it's x squared minus 9, you're going to have two parentheses. Whatever the thing is that you square to get it, that's what goes first. You just told me that 9 was 3 times 3, so you put 3 and 3. And then you put plus and minus. That's the difference of two squares. You all remember that? Okay. It does get a little bit harder over here, and I'll show you that in just a second, but let's look at number 6. Okay? You still have two parentheses. What times what gives me 4x squared? 2x. Good. And it's okay for there to be numbers with the x's and the y's. Okay, what multiplies twice to give me 9y squared? 3y. And then just how we did up here, we did a plus and a minus. You're going to do a plus and a minus here also. Seven is the same, it's just backwards. It's okay for it to be backwards. We're still going to write parentheses. What times what is 9? 3. What times what is x squared? X. One's a plus and one's a minus. Every time. And again, that only occurs if it's a difference of two squares. Up here it says there's no linear term. That means there's not a third term in the middle of it. Okay, there can only be two things. Alright, 8 and 9 are just a tad bit different because on 8 and 9 you have to factor out the greatest common factor first. Okay? They're not squares. Like there's not two things that multiply to give me 18 or two things that multiply to give me 50. So I have to look at it. Well, 2 goes into 18 and 50. So let's factor using the greatest common factor first. Let's divide them both by 2. And that gives me 9x squared minus 25. And then after that, then I look at it and say, oh, well now it's the difference of two squares. Because I have something that's squared and something that's squared. Okay? Your 2 is still part of your answer. You just put it out in front of the parentheses. And then you take the square root of each. So 9x squared, the square root is 3x. The square root of 25 is 5. And then you put a plus and a minus. Number 9 is very similar. You can't just automatically do the difference of two squares. Okay. 10 does go into x squared and 250. 2 does, but there's more. There's bigger numbers, so that's why we want to use 10. So I'm going to divide them both by 10 first. And when I do that, I'm left with x squared minus 25. And after that, then I'm going to have 10. I'm going to have my two parentheses. 5 and negative 5. Oh, positive 5 and negative 5. Sorry about that. The last one, it has a plus in the middle. It is two squares, but it's a plus. It's not a difference of two squares. We just call this prime or not factorable. And it's because of that plus. It only works whenever it's a difference.